G'day, g'day, g'day. It's almost time for Drag Race Down Under. And I'm going to do a review of the cast of Drag Race Down Under today while I turn myself into Pastel fairy something, okay? I've got a wig that I coloured with Sharpies, lots of different pastel colours, and I'm going to try to do a makeup look to go with that while I talk about the cast of Drag Race Down Under, alright? If that's something you want to see, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for post notifications. Alright, let's get started. Alright, got everything covered, hair sticking out weird, and I used some of this doll face lip balm to give my lips some personality. That's one of Rue's favorite puns, right? This personality thing, so he could use it for Down Under. Alright, let's just go in straight with, I think I'm going to try a different order of things today. I'm going to do it with eyes first, okay? So I can try to get the colors as intense as possible on a wet base instead of powdering everything. I realize sometimes if I powder everything, you know, I powder my whole face and then go into the eyes, the shadows kind of like fall off halfway, and when I take pictures, you can actually see through the black even. So let's try to do it this way. Maybe try to do the brows on first, right? Let's just get this wig cap on. Alright, so Drag Race Down Under. 10 queens, 7 from Australia and 3 from New Zealand. Really exciting to see different kinds of styles of drag from all over the world, right? I think you can definitely see there's a different style between UK and US already. And I think the queens in Australia and New Zealand have a whole other culture, okay? They do have 2 indigenous queens this time. Okay, it's quite surprising that in America, actually I'm not sure, are there any indigenous queens in American franchise? I know you have Ilona Verley in Drag Race Canada, who was Two-Spirit. But other than that, I guess the closest thing would be Britta, who's Polynesian. But now, you have 2 indigenous queens, Coco Jumbo and Jojo Zaho. Jojo Zaho. This is a great name. Nearly forgot to prime again. Okay, so Rue and Michelle flying down under to be judges of this next franchise. I think Rue really loves Australia, right? His partner George is Australian, so he's definitely given him an excuse to spend more time in Australia, probably. And also there's this other judge, Rhys Nicholson. Okay, he seems to be a gay comedian, something in the lines of Graham Norton, but quite raunchy. He's got some stand-up on YouTube, which is a little bit naughty. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in some purple pink brows. Okay, I'm going to start off with a pink, okay, from Athena palette. Okay, this hot pink. Oh, I'm trying to go for this face chart that I found. Another Milk 1422 face chart, okay? It's got most of the colors that I have in my wig, so I'm inspired by this face chart today. But of course, trying a different brow. Give me some purple to deepen up. Okay, and now we're just going to clean that up using the white Symone. Whew. Okay, it's like I haven't done makeup for like a couple of weeks, gave myself a little bit of a break, and now it seems like I've forgotten everything. And the guest judges this season seem quite exciting. Taika Waititi, the director for What We Do in the Shadows and Thor Ragnarok, apparently is going to be one of the guest judges, and so is Kylie Minogue. In Australia, a lot of the culture of the drag centers around the style of what we see in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, right? A lot of very loud costumes, a lot of neon, almost like neon colors, big foam wigs. Okay, big foam wigs seem to have originated from Australia. Now using blank canvas, uses as an eye base. Just blend it out. Trixie likes to use like wet bases to get all her colors to pop, so let's try to do that today. Okay, so this face chart is basically going to be a purple-pink smoky eye with some blue accents. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my darker shade first. I'm going in with my Stacey Marie 3 palette. I'm going to use Blackberry. Alright? Pack it onto the wet base here. Okay, so the queens. There are 10 queens. Going through their promo looks, I was going through the Instagrams, okay? So basically, their promo looks are exactly the same as their entrance looks, okay? So they probably filmed everything on the same day. And it's also the same with the Meet the Queens. So we don't have that many looks to go off of, okay? And also when I was going through Instagram looking at their looks, you know, you get these recommended channels. I keep getting these recommended Sherry Pie channels. So apparently it's Sherry Pie, his business account, seems to be active. There's even a contact there for booking. So it seems like she's creeping back into performing. That was a little bit weird. So we've got the base of this purple down. I'm just going to use a sharp edge to just draw this in. It's a little bit of a crease. So for this part, I'm just hugging my bone here, okay? Just going to get all that purple underneath my eye socket here. Okay, when you're working on a wet base, it sticks a little bit better, but you have to just make sure that you blend properly along the sides, especially over the glue stick. And you want to do patting motions so you're not, lifting off all that glue. Now let's go in and blend that out with some pink, using a fluffier brush. I'm just going to put pink all around the sides there with Pink Lily. Okay, let's start talking about these queens. Okay, the first queen is Anita Wiglet. Okay, Anita Wiglet. She looks like a very campy queen. Okay, her makeup's a little bit rough, but she looks quite fun. Okay, she's a New Zealand queen. She hosts a show with Ketamine. Oh wow, those blend almost immediately. Look, wow, okay. Okay, and they host this show called Drag Wars in Auckland, I think. According to the Meet the Queens, her mother is a drag queen called Testicle. That's quite funny. Her Instagram doesn't show a lot of variety in looks, okay? She does have a very campy, this kind of housewife sensibility. Her entrance look, she's got this black thing with the shoulders. Looks a little bit ill-fitting, okay? And not super exciting. Okay, she's got some very nice wigs. I like this purple and pink swirl. But her face looks pretty much the same throughout. Okay, she looks like a campy queen with a cabaret background, so I think that's something that I think I'll look forward to. But we'll see. I don't think I pegged her very far. I think she'll probably be either halfway or first few out. Okay, that was almost no work at all. I'm going to blend some of this purple into the corner of my eye here. I think I have to be a bit less scared of adding color to the inner eye here. I see a lot of drag queens, especially Crimson. I was looking at some of the pictures. She does this really, she puts in quite a lot of color in here, okay? And that kind of like helps to round up the nose contour. So I'm going to try that for a change. Okay, go back into the pink. Okay, so that was Anita Wiglet. Next is Art Symone. Art Symone's from this place called Geelong. Okay, Art Symone, I think I mentioned in a previous video, I think she's gonna do very, very well. Okay, she's really artistic. She's got this really nice aesthetic going on. In some of her Instagram lives, you can see the back, all these amazing wigs that she has, okay? She already has a Wild Presents show, okay? That's something that the Drag Craze UK queens are fighting for, but she already has one. So, she's already almost a shoo-in to be the winner, okay? She's probably one of the more famous ones. She's been at DragCon almost every year. I've seen her at DragCon before. And she's a pretty good performer as well. Okay, so I think Art Symone is probably going to take the crown, okay? It's a bit like Envy Peru from Drag Race Holland, okay? The most famous, the most well-connected drag queen is usually the one that wins the first season of Drag Race in whichever franchise. Okay, her Instagram is amazing. She's got these really, really bold looks. Or she's even got this nice rainbow hair, which I kind of have something similar. Yeah, and her promo look, she's wearing this art splatter thing, a bit like what Manila Luzon did for her All Stars 4 promo. And she's got these very, very bold eyes. Yeah, she's even got this handsome Squidward thing, which is really, really well done. Okay, yeah, so I think she's probably going to win, all right? So she's already all the way up there. Okay, I think I'm going to go and clean up the top of these brows, and I'll be right back. All right, cleaned up the top of those brows. Okay, and now I'm just going to go in with the under eye a little bit. Again with purple. Just to connect this here. Okay, so next is Coco Jumbo. Coco Jumbo looks really, really pretty. Okay, she's one of the indigenous queens here. And in the promo, Rue already calls one of her looks rotten, so she might be a little bit rough around the edges. But I think she's really, really gorgeous. Apparently she's performed with my friend Symone Black before. She even looks a bit like Symone Black, okay? They've got this same boisterous personality and their faces are quite similar. And who knows, maybe she might be wearing some Symone's wigs this season. Keep an eye out. Her Instagram is really fun, okay? She's got some really, really nice big hair. And she looks a bit like Patrick Star, okay? She should do Patrick Star for Snatch Game. She looks almost exactly like him too. Really, really pretty. And really looks very, very exciting. Yeah, you see, she looks just like Patrick Star in this photo. Okay, I think she'll probably go quite far. She's got this personality that Rue likes, I think. Maybe, you know, top 4. I'm going to go into the rest of my face now. This also lets me get around my sweaty nose. Okay, I'm going to mix that in with a little bit of Super Sting. Okay, there's quite minimal fallout, so I didn't really have to wipe anything off from this eyeshadow. Next is Electroshock. So Electroshock has this really, really weirdly shaped outfit. This big red thing. Her makeup here does not look the best. Okay, and her Instagram is actually really quite limited. Okay, she's maybe deleted a whole bunch of stuff, so she's not really, doesn't have really very much else on Instagram, so I don't think she's going to go that far. Not very much of her online, so she's also a New Zealand queen, and yeah, I have a feeling she's not going to make that far. First 1 or 2 out, I think. Okay, now let's go and, I'm just going to highlight first. Okay, and next is etc, etc. Okay, she comes in this cockroach fantasy. Okay, the cockroach outfit looks a little bit sad. Okay, the wings are a little bit small at the back, but she's got quite amazing makeup. Okay, the rest of her Instagram, she looks very creative and her makeup looks very good. She might be like the blue hydrangea of this season. Contour, I'm using my Juvia's Place in Guinea. Not too much. Next is Jojo Zaho. Jojo Zaho, she's a indigenous queen, okay? I love the name. She's also got this very distinct style of makeup, okay, where she draws these white lines everywhere. So it looks almost as if she's like wrapped in plastic. Okay, she looks extremely fun. She's got this look where she's wearing these red curls. It looks a little bit like my freckles look. She looks like a really fun time. Okay, and I really like this technique of all these white lines. I think I might try it one day. Okay, yeah, she's got some really, really good looks too. She's even got a drag king look here. I think she will do quite well, actually. And it says here on his Instagram, let your fab originality shine through, baby. Fab originality. She's trying to coin that word, I think. Contour a little bit. Ooh, that was a mistake. I had like skid marks on my nose. Try to blend that out. I was trying to go for a softer look on my nose today. Okay, not bad. It's nice I managed to keep that in the middle. Let's try and snatch that a little bit. Okay, next is Karen from Finance. Karen from Finance is also another one that comes in with a little bit of a reputation already. Okay, she's already been mentioned and name dropped by Katia and Trixie many years ago. Trixie has been traveling through Australia and met Karen from Finance and said that was one of the best names ever. So she's already quite well known to people who've been listening to Katia and Trixie on her own and everything. So she's always been campaigning to be on Drag Race. She hosts like Drag Race watch parties like in her house and everything. She does this very office-themed character drag, and this time she comes out in this quite interesting look. Okay, she looks like one of these guide tours for a safari. Okay, she seems a little bit stiff during the Meet the Queens. Okay, she's like not very interesting. Okay, yeah, she seems very much in her own head during the Meet the Queens. Not particularly encouraging, okay, for her run in the show. She has been in a couple of controversies. Okay, she used to collect gollywogs, okay, these very racist caricature of dolls, and she actually tattooed one on her body once, okay, and this actually resurfaced. Since she's had it since covered and she's apologized for it, and it's been quite kind of like swept under the rug, but you know, she does have a history of very insensitive and kind of like racist things. So yeah, we have to watch that space and see how it goes. I'm going to try to powder now. Okay, let's try a new way of powdering. First with the white. This crusty old sponge. I've been using it for years and it still seems to give me like this best kind of finish. I've tried buying sponges before, but they never give me this. It's never quite the same, if you know what I mean. I'm going in my color set. Okay, this color set is a little bit sticky and icky. I'm gonna try using it on a brush. Set the brows. See this color set, this maroon color set, it's a little bit clumpy. It's not as finely milled as my kimchi stuff. I don't want to plonk everything on my face because I don't want to ruin all the stuff I've done in my eyes. Knock some of it off. So now going into my bronzer. Just going to use my Glamour Bronze Trailblazer again. Okay, so flick it in towards the face like that. See? It gives you a nice gradient. Okay, this is a nice fluffy brush to give me this more of a softer contour. Okay, let's release the face tapes now, just so I can relax my face a little bit. Okay, so yeah, Karen from Finance. We'll see how she goes. I have a feeling she might not make it very far from her behavior and everything. I think for my eyes, this look has a blue, pops of blue and teal everywhere. I'm going to be using Mama Tutorials from my Nikki palette. Okay, let's put that right there. And I think we need to go in to blend that into the purple. I'm going to use a little bit of Slasher and Amsterdam just to blend this into the purple. Okay, I'm going to throw on this Marc Jacobs Gemstoned eyeliner. I'm going to pop on this eyeliner on the other side, add a few more bits of sparkle, and then be right back. Ooh, thunder. It's raining quite nicely. Alright, so I went and deepened up the eyes a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to go into the blush. I'm using the same Pink Lily to blushen up here. I've deepened up the contour a little bit also. So next up is ketamine. We can't have a season of Drag Race without a queen with a drug reference. Wanted to go for more pastels, but this is a little bit more neon and poppin'. So never mind. Hopefully the wig will still look okay. So ketamine has this big, huge foam wig I mentioned before. Australian drag queens love these foam wigs. Okay, it's almost like, you know, they all have their own styles, right? So in Drag Race Holland, they had these very structural wigs with the gems in it. In America, it's always a Marcel wave or something. Okay, and yeah, she's got very nice crisp makeup. She's always got this like black outline for her lips, which looks pretty cool. Okay, and she does seem to have a very vivacious personality. Okay, so I think she will be quite fun to watch as well. Also a New Zealand queen. Kiwi. She's got some very nice looks on her Instagram as well. Almost a little bit like Ellie Diamond, okay, her aesthetic. Oh, she looks like she was a big girl before. She seems to have lost a lot of weight for this, okay? If you scroll back, she was quite a big girl. Yeah, okay, well, so she has lost quite a lot of weight. But her makeup is really nice, very, very intense. Okay, so I think, yeah, looking forward to seeing ketamine. Okay, and next is Maxi Shield, talking about big girls. She's a nice plus-size girl, very, very glamorous, and she's got this amazing smile. Okay, and I think she looks like she's a fun time too. I'm gonna brush off this big. Going in with my black light highlight. I'm going to use this blue here as a highlight. You can see the blue. Let's try to. Looks like a Jojo Zaho highlight. Yeah, so Maxi Shield, she's got a lot of experience, okay? 23 years of experience. She seems to gravitate towards a smoky eye, a little bit like Tina Burner, but her smoky eye is much better done, okay? It looks much more, much more blown out and much more drag, okay? Rather than Tina Burner's, which usually drag down a little bit more. Nice big girl, she looks very talented, okay? And yeah, I think she'll go far. a feeling she might be either top... I have a feeling she's going to be top 4 too. She's got this huge, massive knockers on her breastplate. Default smoky eye, but looks good, this smoky eye. Okay, lips. Lips are going to be tricky. Lips, there's this teal green going on, so I'm going to try to mix a whole bunch of these colors for my lips. Okay, maybe I'm going to outline with blue and then fade in with teal in the middle. These lipsticks are so dry, you need to, every single time I use it, I need to drop some Inglot Duraline in. Okay, so next. So next is actually Scarlett Adams. Okay, Scarlett Adams is the last queen here. She looks very, very put together, almost like this detox-like look. Okay, very mugler, very sharp angles, hair pulled back. Makeup looks great. She's also one who courted controversy once. Okay, in 2012, apparently she's done a whole bunch of blackface, yellowface, and culturally insensitive performances. She's since apologized as well, but these people don't usually apologize unless they get into trouble. She is very cute as a boy. Okay, and she does say that her favorite lip sync song to lip sync to is Doja Cat. We'll see how she does that. Hopefully she's not doing some sort of brown face for that either. These Jeffree Star lipsticks don't really last very long. I guess that's all the queens. I guess the queen that's really missing from here is Vanity, right? I really wish that Vanity, Courtney Act's drag sister, would be on. She does amazing wigs, okay, and she's got a hilarious Instagram. I think she should have been on this season, actually. But maybe next season, if this does well. Okay, I think I'm going to finish off these lips and everything, and I'll be back with the finished look. Alright, and this is the finished look. Pastel neon something in celebration of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under. And those are the queens of Drag Race Down Under. Which one's your favorite? I think Simone's gonna win. Karen from Finance, probably not gonna do that well. Okay, I think etc is gonna do quite well also, and maybe Coco Jumbo. Or Jojo Zeho. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for post notifications. I think I'll be doing a little bit less here. Okay, work's getting a little bit busy. I know I've said that before, but I hope I can do more videos here. But don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well on @Wondersnatch. Alright? Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Borealis. These nails I made myself. Pink into beige. Alright, don't forget to check out my other videos. I did a Gottmik inspired thing for the finale, and also a hair video. 3 hair videos in fact. Choose any one. Bye.